Wolfchase Toyota Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Richie Grant. Coach, you go on the road this past weekend down to the UAB tournament, which is a tournament you play in almost every year, at least recently you've played in it every season. You come away with an overtime loss to Washington, then a win over Farley Dickinson. Let's go back to Friday night. Tough one against the 20th ranked team in the country, 1-0 in overtime to Washington.
Yeah, it was a difficult loss for us because I don't think we deserved to lose the game the way we performed, but maybe we didn't deserve to win the game, and that was what we addressed afterwards. You know, sometimes you have to, when you play a top 20 team, you maybe have to take what they have. But we played very well. It was a very tight game. They defend pretty well, so it was limited chances in the game, but we did create enough chances to win the match. Mark got a couple of big opportunities. And then to concede one in extra time was tough, you know. So a little disappointed with that because it was a big opportunity for us, but it was another performance where I think, you know, coming off Furman and Washington, the boys know that we're very much in those games, and it's just catching a break here or there could be all the difference.
You got to be talk about the experience of going into overtime, because you've been on both sides of the overtime as a ranked team and then as the unranked team. It seems to me going into an overtime, the unranked team, you've gotten to the you've played the 90 minutes now. You can really let it all hang out because you're the one that's got a chance to pull the upset.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good question because it kind of takes on the rhythm of whatever the first couple of minutes go. And we just got on the back foot at the start of extra time. They were able to get a couple of set plays in on top of our keeper. I think they had a corner and they had a very long throw. They had a player that could throw it further than some of our lads could kick it. So that was a real weapon in extra time, and so that just put us on the back foot in that period, and we were kind of looking to get to half time, and we needed to keep the ball a bit more. So sometimes the momentum of extra time is just the way it kicks off and starts. So I mean, against Belmont at home, we were very much on the front foot, and I think we had corner, set play, and then the goal came. So you want to try and get in a position where you can put them back on their heels in extra time.
You rebounded though on Sunday. You came back and got the win.
Really pleased. Bounce back ability, we call it in our sport. I thought the lads showed great character to come out on Sunday. It was the afternoon game again. It was hot against a very good Farley Dickinson team that we had watched play UAB, and they impressed us a lot on the Friday night. They were up 2-0 against UAB. We got a penalty that was very well deserved. Lovely little ball from Simon into Mark, and he got in front of the centre back, and it was a clear penalty. Ref made a good decision, and Mark slotted it away. And then we were always threatening for the second goal. I had some big opportunities in the second half to maybe finish off the game. Stretch came off the bench and did really well and had some big chances for us. But it was a solid performance. It's nice to close out a win as well. You know, you get to the closing stages of the game. They had a spell. They hit the crossbar. And they threatened for a period of the game, but I think in the final 10-15 minutes we really looked like we knew how to win the game.
We had several players play well over the weekend. You talk about Gutner and Thomas. They were able to make the all-tournament team.
Yeah, I mean, Andreas has been excellent. He went to centre back against Charleston when JJ got injured, so Jay is out 3 or 4 games now. And Andreas really steadies us back there. He's a very intelligent centre back. He holds a good line. And I think Chandler has really benefited from having him back there. He's got a lot of experience, and he's instinctively a very good defender. So he's been, I think that's strengthened our team. If you look at the amount of goals that were, you know, this is our first shutout of the season, so that was encouraging too. So he was exceptional in the 2 games, I thought. And Quincy Thomas just gets better. We talked last week about each game. He's getting stronger and stronger, and he had a really credible performance. And Mark and Liam were their usual, very strong. So I think it's nice to see some players stepping in around them now.
You've definitely been able to log a lot of minutes this year. Going back to that Washington game, you've played 3 overtime games already this season.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that'll stand us in good stead, I think, at the end of the season. You know, when we have a win, we've experienced that emotion of winning in extra time. We had a tough tie at Furman. It was a good extra time, and this one stung a little bit, but I like the way the lads came back on the Sunday.
You've still got a couple of non-conference games. Conferences right around the corner next week, but the communication for this team and the ability to play together, how are things coming along? It seems like things are progressing now.
Yeah, if Sunday and Friday are any indicators, we're getting stronger and stronger. You know, I'm always on to the lads about the spirit of the team, the atmosphere in the camp, you know, the support from the bench. It's very important that we play with the right emotion. we'll look to continue that on Saturday. You know, we have to believe in each other, and I think the stronger that gets in this team, we have some really good players. We've been in every match now. So we talked about trying to go on a run here and, you know, getting some wins, and I think that could propel us into the conference.
Well, you mentioned Drake comes up Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Drake, if you look at the record, it's a down year. They're usually a top 25 team. You played them a couple of years ago in that nationally televised match and played to a draw when they were ranked. Even though the record might not show it, getting a win against Drake is going to be a quality win.
Well, any win is good. I mean, our boys know that it's just difficult to win at the level that we're playing at right now. So yeah, they're coming in with not the best record. They play again on Wednesday at the Paul, but I know the coach well, and they've got a great history. He's done a lot with a little down there at times, and so we can only prepare for them to be at the top of their game, and you know, it's a good opportunity for us to get another non-conference match in before the league opens up.
Well, you mentioned the league opening up next Wednesday. You'll have Marshall coming in, so that's going to start conference play. You still have another, I believe, non-conference match sprinkled in there, but you're going to get into conference play here.
Yeah, it's right around the corner now, so we'll deal with that one next week, you know. But we're excited that our first conference match is at home. That's a good way to start it, I think.
And it should be a good weekend at Mike Rose. The women play a couple matches. You play a match. It seems every time that both programs end up playing a full weekend of games out there, the crowds really come up.
Yeah, and this weekend I think there's a tournament going on, and Jake has done a lot to promote the weekend. We'll be there for the girls on Friday night for the Central Florida game, and I know that'll be reciprocated on Saturday. So I think it should be a great weekend. All
right, well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Nice to get that split of the tournament, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
That is Richie Grant, and I'm Jeff Brightwell for the Wolfchase Tailgate Insider on the Memphis Tiger Network.